Am I close enough to the mic?
Yeah, you are.
There you
We
are.
can hear you.
Can you hear yourself? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
It sounds good. Huh?
Yeah. Welcome to the Pacific Beach ASMR podcast.
ASMR. GTB.
We gotta.
Oh, God.
You just spat it out.
Fuck yeah.
We got Steven here finally.
Yeah.
Finally reeled him in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave was talking about you a little bit on the last one, dude. We kept mentioning, oh, my buddy Steven.
Oh.
Steven's the
so
only one of my
good at
friends
it.
who actually did jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for that,
Only person to ever choke you.
true.
Ooh.
Like in bed?
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah. No, outside of class, I mean.
Yeah. A little bit of, what do you call it? Extra credit.
Little
Outside
romp
of
in the
bed.
hay.
Yeah.
We have certain
little
friends
Roman
that we roll with, but they turned to punching pretty quick.
Wow.
I mean, whatever you guys are into.
Yeah, punching the old starfish right there.
Just rolling around with spandex.
Dude, how
Yeah.
sick is this? It's
What
cool.
do
huh?
you guys call them? The gis that you wear? Those
The
little,
gis, yeah,
Those
kimonos.
are cool looking.
Yeah,
Little-
gis are. It's
They
the
look like
best.
karate kids.
Yeah, they look like those little female onesie bikinis.
Yeah,
kinda.
they,
The
No,
bathing
it's the
suits.
karate kid.
I always felt like there's a lot of other history about them, but I always felt like they use them for
It presents your
like-
package nicely.
yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
They're
You know,
loose.
I was doing whatever, but they're definitely fun.
Don't whatever us, dude.
What? I'm out of
You're
here. You
so-
know what? I don't
Yeah,
need
I
this.
hate this.
I'm out of here. Oh,
done.
guys, he's walking out of the building. He's walking out of the
Come
building,
on,
guys.
come on. Don't be shy, Steven. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I don't really like the gis. I prefer the
Spandex.
no gi. Yeah, I like the spandex.
Oh, no gi?
Mhm.
Nothing. You don't like wearing
Well,
anything?
Spandex.
No, you wear spandex.
Oh, I
Or
thought
you
you.
like you can have spandex.
I thought you were talking about going bareback for a minute.
You can see the balls.
Well, I like that too, but
Yeah,
different context. Different context.
he's a professional raw dogger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually uses what was it?
Yeah. Neighborhood dogs. Watch
Condoms.
out.
No, what was it? Yeah,
I
what
don't
was
like this is icky.
it? Saran wrap. He uses saran wrap.
Yeah. so-
Saran wrap and a rubber band.
I prefer saran wrap.
Oh my god. That's not they do in jail. They call
Saran
them
wrap?
fifis.
I don't think they use saran wrap in
What about
jail.
They're called
feces?
fifis.
Fifi.
No, I think they use like a rubber glove. They cut off the finger and
That's
stretch
it.
it over.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just a finger.
Or two.
So people in jail have small dicks. Is what
Well-
you're getting at.
Well,
they
no,
only
I
need
just-
it over the tip. They're coming.
Well,
in
at
a
least-
guide.
at least
They're trying
they're,
to
yeah.
get
That is pretty
Yeah,
small.
I mean, I guess they're not going to get pregnant.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
At least they have the right mind
It's
to
called AIDS.
protect themselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this isn't Orange is the New Black.
All right. Off to a good start here. So Steven Islander,
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
he's here.
How do you guys sound with your ones? Are you
So
meant to
the one
sound
you're
louder?
messing with right now is just for your headphones.
Yeah. So I sound louder.
Yeah.
Okay.
It turns up the volume for
turn that
pretty
one
much
to
all of
0?
us.
I feel that right there seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm impressed. You got your microphone on the right on the first try.
Thank you guys.
You're
Yeah.
good at this.
It was,
Yeah. Earlier, like on the last one we did,
Uh-huh.
I think I accidentally muted
Oh, a bunch of
Justin's
times.
microphone.
It's a
I'm
bunch of
pretty
times.
sure it was just once.
No.
I'm almost
No,
positive it was just one
3 or 4
time.
times. It was 3 or 4 times, but I immediately caught that.
I don't know about
You
that.
went for number 2.
We'll
It is true.
we'll see it when I go back through
You
these.
went for number 2 a lot.
I think it was just one
was it
because
one?
I think I only muted myself like twice.
I guarantee
And
you.
I remember-
no, I seen you
I
do it to him
remember-
once.
I
at
remember
least.
I hit number 1 once, and I was like flipping through my notes here, and you reached over and unmuted me when I purposely muted myself.
Okay, I'd at least say it at least 2 times, but it may be in 3 times. But I get it, man.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know
tough
about
out
that one.
there.
But yeah, after I caught myself doing it, I did label these a little bit.
You
So,
labeled
Steven, you're currently Dalton.
Oh, sick.
Oh, you labeled him?
Hi, Dalton.
Yeah, I wrote
That's actually a good idea.
J Dalton
How's it going?
David.
Rock and roll.
I'm very whimsical.
Rock and
Rock and roll.
I'm whimsical.
I'm very whimsical.
I have autism. Oh.
Yeah.
Steven getting kicked off the podcast early.
I know. One and only time.
Yeah, yeah, your one guest appearance.
Sorry, Dalton. I love you.
How do we feel about beard oil? I want everyone's opinion.
have
on
you
that.
tried?
Didn't you
You
recently
bought it.
get beard
Did
oil?
So
you try
I've
it?
been trying it at
Warning:
the
don't jack off with it.
really.
Does
Does
it burn?
I'm just kidding.
It honestly.
Dude, I like how you and I both
Yeah,
think the same
right.
place. Does it burn?
I think it smells great. I think I don't know, but I don't know if it helps with growth, but it definitely makes my beard like smell good.
I was a little hung up on that last part we talked about.
What was that part? Oh, the smell.
It helps us grow. Are you jerking off with it?
It helps us grow. Helps the
Yikes.
penis reach its lengths.
You could use some beard oil. Not that
It
it,
It would
looks,
give it that good shine.
It
I
looks
think.
I have
good, but
some,
I'm
I
just
just
saying it
haven't
could be
used it.
shiny.
It does give it a good shine. That is for sure.
Yours does shine good without it, but
It looks like the sun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fiery red.
the nice
Did you guys
ginger
ever-
aspect.
Did you guys ever used to jerk off in the shower using soap?
I
never
did it today.
Using
And
soap?
I did.
with
Okay.
soap.
It's great.
So one time I was
I
doing
use it
that.
with conditioner.
I usually use use conditioner or something, but one
sound way
time
louder
the
now.
only thing that was in the shower was tea tree shampoo.
oh my
Oh,
god.
that's that.
Dude,
How'd
it
that
sounds
feel in
like
the tip?
Dude, it got in my dick hole. It hurt.
Exactly.
I was
Yeah.
I was like 14 years old. I was fucking crying.
Yeah,
It
I
hurt
bet you
so
were.
bad.
Burning
Yeah.
like a motherfucker.
I'm like I turn the water cold. I'm like trying to get it to like go in my pee hole to get rid of the.
Oh, the
Guess
pinhole.
what? That's what STDs feel like.
Okay. Good to know.
Are you speaking from experience? That's a
Maybe
yes.
It is what it is.
That's a yes.
I've never had one. I've never had an STD.
Not that
No?
you've known.
And I've had a lot of.
Not a very good one.
I've had a lot of.
Well, I mean,
very
they
questionable
say
sex.
they say you can't get an STD unless you get checked.
Or unless you have
Oh,
sex.
that is
unless you have
true.
sex.
Yeah, unless you have sex. I mean, that's two for you.
but actually,
yeah, you're safe.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm safe.
Actually,
You're in
in,
the
in guys, it doesn't burn. I found out because the chick that I was fucking, she had an STD, and then I allowed him, and I didn't feel any symptoms.
Well, STD, the checks are pretty expensive.
Are they?
Yeah, I was looking them one up, and you can get everything checked out, and it's like a couple $100.
Well, why were you looking this up?
Well, because I was thinking about, should I get tested?
You were thinking about having losing your virginity.
Well, there was a time after a certain somebody that I was having sex with, and I was like, ooh, brutal. Maybe I should check myself. But I didn't. I was like, if I'm not burning, it's not hurting.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
not the case, brother.
Oh, interesting.
Uh,
Oh, shit.
You
I mean, they say if you have crabs, the best way to get rid of them is to jump in a tank of diesel.
Oh,
You just
perfect.
shave
That's
your pubes.
then I can
If
use
you
that
want to
tank of diesel I
die
have.
too,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've told you about.
that's literally going to kill everything.
But the crabs are.
Well, I've been
Yeah,
wondering
the
what to
crabs
do
will
with
die.
this big tank of diesel I have, so it's gonna work out perfectly. Finally get to use it.
Yeah. I mean, I told you about me crawling in those diesel tanks, and like people I know like,
Yeah.
have gone in like cleaning them, right?
Oh yeah.
That's trippy, dude.
You have
Yeah,
to wear the
right.
whole
Yeah,
the mask and the
the mask,
hazmat suit.
the suit, and going in there. And I remember the first time one of my bosses, back when he was a deckhand, he climbed in a diesel tank.
Cut himself.
Yeah, he fell and he ended up cutting himself like his arm on one of the baffles. Inside the diesel tank.
Was
he
he
actually
was he
lost his
baffled?
arm. Everybody
No, he did not lose his
spread
arm.
the rumor.
He ended up within the hour of falling and cutting himself inside the diesel tank. He had a fever of 103.5 degrees.
But is that with all like gasoline? Not just diesel.
I'm not sure.
It's
I've never
gotta
crawled in
be
a gasoline
all
tank.
Let's find out.
But yeah,
Right.
you like that stuff's gnarly, dude. Like you crawl in there, you never know. Like
I mean, it's
It's boats.
I mean, it's all
gasoline.
chemicals,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's
and I mean,
chemicals,
especially
right?
with marine diesel.
yeah.
Any off-road vehicle has dye in their diesel, and it's red.
Oh, that's farm diesel is red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you can
any
tell.
type of off-road vehicle,
You're-
any type of off-road vehicle like tractors.
you get caught with farm diesel in your tank because they'll check. Farm diesel is
Yeah.
because farm diesel is not
Does it go
taxed.
further?
taxed. Yeah, they
Right.
don't tax it.
So
interesting.
they dye it red.
Yeah.
And if you have a diesel truck and you're running farm diesel, they'll check your tank. And if you have farm diesel in it, you'll get a big ticket.
Yeah.
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 Big boys going to jail.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
Big boys do what they want.
you can get
Yeah.
fucked right in the ass,
You
dog.
can get fucked right in the ass with
Yeah.
a rubber glove.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen the holds? Have you ever seen the grain holds they have on cargo ships? Did you
Yeah.
see those? I mean, I've seen photos of those online, and you have there's a photo of a man down there cleaning them with like a fire,
Yeah.
almost like a firefighting hose.
You got to clean them every time.
They're
They don't want it
the
contaminated in
silos?
any way.
Yeah, like but on like a ship.
On a ship.
Yeah, like just like a
Huge.
big round tank, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just covered in whatever they fill it.
I never knew they could
those
get that big.
those actually like they can be pretty dangerous.
Really?
Yeah, if it's not ventilated properly.
Oh,
Yeah, all the gases from the grain will trap inside, and they can light on fire.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen if you're ever in there.
What do you think about that? What do you think
it's
about
happened
that?
before? But
About what?
Steven?
I wasn't listening.
About grain silo
You gotta
fires.
fucking pay attention here, buddy.
Sorry, some
And there was a naked
stranger.
dude that just walked out of here.
Wait, what?
what?
Was that
Wait,
real?
wait.
Actually?
I know you guys didn't see it, but it was weird.
What happened?
I got
a naked
distracted
dude just walked by.
momentarily. Mostly naked.
Wouldn't be the first naked guy we've all seen. There we go. Let's be
Yeah,
honest here.
It was weird.
I know.
I
Hopefully
seen
I
a
see a
naked guy the
naked
other
girl
day.
one day.
Huh?
That'd
Hopefully
be
I
cool.
see a naked girl one
That'd
day.
be rad.
Man, you know.
Then
he
I know
came-
I've
he-
made it.
He came from like over there,
I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know.
like-
I saw him
like-
come through here, and
like
he was
towards
like,
your
He
towards
was
your apartment?
coming over there, and then he
Fuck
came
you.
over here.
he got out.
Oh shit!
Those chains.
He's all like, "Call the police."
Yeah.
I thought I heard handcuffs.
Oh shit!
Good times.
Have you guys ever seen those people like welding around? There's this photo of this guy. He's welding not in like a grain silo, but I think it's like a grain silo full of grain, and he's like welding.
What? No
like,
way.
One spark, and he's gone. I don't know how he's.
Yeah.
Doing it. Anyway, yeah.
He disappeared into the grain.
Because the part that's flammable is just the gas.
He did not evaporate.
No, he didn't.
Did he
Oh.
turn into
It's a
pink
photo
mist?
of him welding though.
Oh,
around this
got
shit.
it. I thought
Yeah.
you meant he evaporated.
No.
Any of those gases, like I mean, even with like gasoline, it's not the gas itself in the liquid form; it's the actual vapors.
Methane.
Yeah,
The
up,
methane.
up in the air, the gas when it's in a gas state,
Right.
that's the part that's actually flammable.
Right. The
Interesting.
methane.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the gas.
I never knew that actually.
You could actually have a pile of horse shit sitting in the sun. You put a pipe in it, and you can
Mhm.
light it. Methane.
You notice?
It'll light.
come out.
It'll light.
Really?
It's the methane
Really?
from cow shit.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Mic check. Mic check.
Yeah. Hey, just leaned over, tried talking to
Yeah, we almost French
this is
kissed.
Mike.
His mic was getting a little bit more action than some of the other mics.
Mm.
Steven.
What? I'm just listening.
Oh, I know.
I was trying to find a photo of that guy welding, but I couldn't find anything.
Oh.
Actually, I typed in guy welding, but I accidentally left out the L, and it autocorrected to gay wedding. So I got a bunch of
Yikes.
Bunch of different
hope it was
photos.
on incognito.
Were they
it was
Yeah.
all,
were they all dressed?
it was all
pretty,
PG.
pretty well?
It was all
How was the
Just
the
two
footage?
guys kissing then.
fantastic sense of
Just-
style.
Just two guys kissing.
Yeah.
Chuck and Larry.
Fucking
Chuck-
sick.
I'm all for the gays
You're
marrying.
nasty.
Dude.
I'm glad, dude.
You know, it doesn't
I mean-
really affect my life. People who
Hey,
are
more
against
for
that-
us, right? More
Yeah.
chicks for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, you fucking did it again.
Oh,
I told you.
you did.
I
You
only
did
did
it
it
again.
once.
I did just do that. I
only
did
it
just
once.
mute
I
it again.
fucking told you.
I
right
seen
in
that
front
too.
of
I
us.
seen that.
I told you
All right,
guys.
all right. Even with the labeling.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
I
gotta get
fucking knew
used
it.
to this.
I told you.
We just lost our manager. He's gone. Our founder.
He is our founder.
He is our.
He keeps fucking this whole thing up.
I hope he's gonna get snacks for us all.
He's not. He's gonna take a leak.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Well, hopefully it
Mm.
doesn't blow up with the methane.
But Steven, so what are you all about, bud?
What am I all about?
Yeah, tell us about yourself.
Tell us about your life.
Where are you
Well,
from?
I'm 17 years old.
Oh God,
That's young.
is this legal?
That is definitely
No,
not
I
legal.
am 25, going on 26. What do you guys want to know?
Where are you from?
What kind of butthole do you have?
Come on.
Okay, you know what,
Uh,
let's get serious here.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Where are you from, man?
Large
Tell us about
circumference,
yourself.
I guess we could say. I'm from Half Moon Bay,
Okay.
California.
Nice.
It's a little tiny beach town. Same place as David's from.
Ayo.
Hey,
Yeah, grew up surfing, grew up playing water polo.
you are a big water polo player.
I am a
You're
water
teaching
polo
right
player.
now.
Yeah, I
Tell
probably
us-
shouldn't talk about that. but
Actually, tell us about the old mummy.
Tell us about the.
I can't.
Tell us about the.
We'll edit it out.
No.
Tell us
Okay,
about
we,
the.
all right, we can't talk
There's-
about
I
that.
just-
Anyways,
Until I have this,
it's
this
all
job
good,
I'm
man.
going for,
As
I
a
just-
It's all good.
I can't.
as a instructor, do you have? Are there kids that
You teach a
prefer
lot of
better?
boys.
Dude,
A lot of-
you're
a
gonna get him
lot-
fired
a
from
lot
this
of- a
job
lot of
before he
fit
even
boys.
starts the
I
job.
know.
I
yeah,
do
that's
coach a
fucked up.
boys team in Connecticut.
A lot of fit boys.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're from Half Moon Bay. You like to surf. Do you?
I do. Yeah. Yeah.
You have a great beard and you're 6'2" and fucking
we
rock
kind
on.
of roped him into this.
We did. He was
He-
he was
he
a little nervous to come into it.
he was
doing
not
good,
about
then
it.
we
So
got-
I'm trying
it
to
was
I'm trying to
silly.
prove
Tomorrow,
out
I
honest.
was
tomorrow.
nervous, I was tired.
Yeah.
That's what I-
yeah,
is
tired.
that what they say?
That's what every
Okay.
girl says.
Yeah.
When we were
Sure.
when we were filming the
I'm
last
bloated
one,
and have cramps.
he was at the gym. So I mean,
He was at the gym.
yeah, he's had a busy weekend.
He's been a little nervous.
He was going to failure, so his,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never fail.
He has good teeth, by the way, everybody.
He
I
doesn't-
do?
dude. I was
And a good beard.
I was impressed. I mean, seeing you do that. What was it called? The Spartan race.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Dude.
very impressed with that.
We were, yes.
like we were there right at the end, like when you're fading away, and then
Forced
you,
where
you said we
this beautiful race that this beautiful man was doing.
yeah, I mean, you said when we went there, and Jess and I were waiting there for you. I mean, we lost you on like the back half of the course, but
Yeah.
when we saw you come back on and you were looking like you were fading, and we started cheering you on.
I called him a
gave you,
pussy.
like,
I called him a
cheer me
pussy,
on.
and
Yeah.
it
I'm
really
coming-
fired him up.
yeah,
It was on a motorcycle track, so I'm going up these ramps and then down ramps, up, down, and I'm like, I'm dying. So I'm already like 6 obstacles deep, probably more than halfway through the course,
yeah.
and I'm like, I'm feeling lightheaded and a little dizzy, and then I hear, "Quit being such a pussy," and I look up and I see these 2 guys. So I'm like, all right,
It was
time
meant to be a
buckle down.
joke, but actually it
Yeah.
really
It
It
worked.
worked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
motivating
it like
you.
honestly gave me a second wind, and then I think the next obstacle was the rope climb, which was
Yeah.
the hardest obstacle of the whole thing. That and the barbed wire were.
Wait a minute.
Worst.
Oh, that
Was
no,
it
he was
the rope wet from
It
the
was
other people
it was
using
those ring like those
Sorta.
it almost like the monkey bars, but with rings that were hanging down with the
Mhm.
ropes. I think
that was the next one. Okay, that one
Oh
wasn't that.
no,
bad.
it was the spear.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
the
was
spear.
fun.
dude,
that was the
spear.
only
You
one I
threw
failed.
like a fucking girl.
no,
No.
Yeah,
you did.
I mean, I got
He
a
went
video
like
of
this.
it.
What?
You can,
I
we
mean-
can tell how tired
But you were
were.
tired, dude.
Yeah, I think I
300
blacked
would
out
be.
when I threw the spear. I think like my vision closed.
I
in.
get it,
Yeah,
dude.
because I
That
mean
was
that
rough.
was like the
get it.
final stretch of the race where Jess and I were waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I was,
heavy is
I
a
was trying to
spear?
be accurate, not strong. It's like they use a broom handle. I think it's made out of. It's
Well,
literally, it's not that heavy.
You grab
Yeah.
the broom handle and you fix the fucking thing like nobody ever fixed the tip. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be it, dude.
Yeah.
And you just went like this.
Dude,
And I
I,
went, are you fucking serious?
I thought like as I was throwing it, like, oh, this is weak, and like I don't know. I was just so beat, like my shoulder just didn't have
Well,
it.
Yeah.
Like,
To be
it's
fair
a
though, I
real
mean,
This
how
problem.
many of us have
yeah.
actually thrown a spear?
well, no,
True.
we're
I got a couple hard
And
twos
I
under
was
my
I
belt.
was trying to be.
we're not making fun of him. He did a great job. We're just giving
Dude,
him
he
a
did.
hard time.
He killed it. I mean, how
He
long?
did kill it.
How long was that race? Like you
It
said,
was a 5K with 20 obstacles.
Yeah.
Took me an hour and 5 minutes was the official time.
Yeah.
and they weren't like easy obstacles. Like you were.
Fuck
No, dude,
Throwing
they
a
were
bunch of weight.
I was surprised. Like some of the net climbs were like 30 feet tall, and like you have to go up, and like if you don't go up while someone's going down, the net slips. So like
wow.
Yeah.
I'm climbing up, and someone jumps off the other end, and I drop like 3 feet holding onto the net.
I mean,
Really?
not,
Yeah,
not
and then I
only
gotta keep
that.
climbing.
Not only that, but I remember you had to carry like these heavy sandbags, like
Mm-hmm.
up a
And
hill, up a
rocks.
giant
Dude,
hill,
the
and then back
bucket-
down a giant hill. And
Yeah.
like you're saying, the bucket and
The
the
sandbag
giant, the
was
giant
probably
boulders.
60 pounds. The bucket of rocks was full of gravel. It
We
was-
saw you carrying a big rock.
Yeah, the Atlas stone, that was 100-pound.
That was 100.
That was 100-pound
fucking
stone.
pounds.
Yeah, and I had to carry it like
Holy
20
shit,
feet
dude.
around a flag and then back.
That was like 75% of the course where you're already beat to shit.
Yeah.
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 Fuck.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was
and
a
you-
100-pound rock.
And you did. I mean, well, like we watched your group kind of come off the line,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
and remember that first obstacle where there was a couple obstacles where you had to jump over like a little wall or whatever. And
Little walls
Oh
of
my
6
god.
feet tall.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like a 6
That
foot.
wasn't
that
no
was
little
rough.
wall, dude.
I
Oh,
almost,
yeah.
I almost like
it looked
didn't
little
make it
to
over
us.
the first
Yeah.
time.
Fuck.
I almost
Um,
didn't make it over that the
But yeah,
first time.
Justin and I were sitting there waiting, and we were gonna, getting a couple photos and videos for you, and we saw other people in your group that had, started ahead of you. Like pretty much, everyone was coming down in line where these guys had started.
Yeah.
Pretty much in the same order. And at the end, we saw you before we saw anyone else from that
Yeah.
group.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you had
dude.
passed like a lot of really fit guys, like that
Yeah.
had started ahead of you in the
Mhm.
beginning, and you blew right past
You
them.
did, man.
I mean, they were like not just a little ways back; they were quite a ways
they
back.
were.
That's sick.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
making me feel good.
Oh,
No,
dude,
honestly,
you
dude.
absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
That second to last obstacle, the last one was like a fire jump. You had to jump over like a fire
Yeah.
pit, but the second to last one was like it was like this slick wall. It was like a fiberglass wall or something, or it was like whiteboard material.
Okay.
And like you're grabbing a rope and you're having to lean like way back, and and then you get over the top, and I thought it was gonna be like a slide down or something,
Right.
and I get over, and it's like a ladder, and I almost fucking fell off.
Are you
the
talking
other
about
Oh,
the one before the fire
last
jump?
one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
before
Dude,
the-
that looked gnarly.
That came out of nowhere. I like
Yeah.
reached over and like I'm like I missed whatever I was going for, and there was
Yeah.
nothing there.
Because Justin and I waited there after you had finished. We'd just kind of
We were
sat there
watching
for a while
people.
and watched
Yeah.
people, hoping
Yeah.
that someone would kind of eat shit over the fire and see what they were
I-
gonna do.
Yeah, I was like, hey,
Did
Forrest,
anyone
I hope
fall?
someone falls over
No.
this fire.
Okay.
No,
Nobody
but I mean,
did.
That's good.
yeah, a lot of people that messed a lot of people up coming over that wall.
Hmm. Yeah, that wall was pretty rough.
So it was
I
just
mean-
straight down on the other side.
No, it was like an angled ladder, but it was really like far apart rungs, and so
Oh,
like I
wow.
just
That sounds
reached over
dangerous.
and like and it was like probably a 25-foot fall just to dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you messed up.
Wow.
yeah.
sure,
There's
dude.
like no safety things. Like if you fell, it was just straight ground
Just straight Spartan
on all
pain.
the obstacles.
Someone hurt themselves on the monkey bars right in front of me.
Oh, you were
guys
telling
saw
us about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What happened again?
I think she just missed the bar and fell and tweaked her knee when she
I
landed.
didn't see that. I was videotaping you the whole time. I didn't see her do that.
Yeah,
If you got me on the monkey bars,
I
it's
did.
probably on the video.
I looked at the video too that I took after, and I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was more focused on you than
Yeah.
anyone else.
Yeah.
True. But
I know, I'm good to look at.
Were
I mean,
there-
you were shirtless.
Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't wear
He didn't wear the spandex.
Yeah, you didn't wear the pink
I did
spandex.
not
that
wear
you
Oh, you didn't wear
promised.
those?
The next one I
No.
will.
Oh,
He should have
man.
wore
You
the
should've
The next
fucking
one I will.
spandex.
Yeah.
I
Was
just
it
thought it
cold?
would look dumb with my big running shoes. I thought it would look disproportionate.
Don't. It doesn't matter what people think, dude.
But
Don't-
you're
don't care
literally
about what
telling me
people-
what you think and trying
Yeah.
to change what I did.
Don't care about what people think about you, buddy.
I don't.
We're judging you more for not wearing them.
Yeah.
I'm being judged
I
right now.
personally thought it would have looked awesome.
I'll wear them at the
It would
next
definitely would have been easier for Justin and I to
Yeah.
spot you out from across the course.
Yeah.
To know when
I
to
would have
start
been the only
filming
guy
and
No,
with
taking photos.
honestly-
pink camo legging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so remember when we were standing on the top there and I called you a pussy, right?
Yes.
Do you remember the three Asian people?
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin was getting mad. I mean, they were pretty annoying.
They were fucking.
They were pretty drunk or
They were just super
or
drunk.
high.
Being
I get
loud.
it, dude,
They were
it's
like
fun.
yelling at everyone that went by.
Yeah.
They were having fun, but
They were
wish-
saying just some like weird stuff to everybody.
oh really?
Yeah, and it
She had a nice rack, and she had a shirt that she'd pull him out, but she wasn't pulling him out.
yeah.
Is that weird? I guess it's weird. Oh fuck. Okay.
No, that's all right.
Is it though?
Yeah, I mean they were just yelling some like weird stuff at everyone that would kind of run by. I mean some people took motivation from it, but a lot of people that were running by were just kind of like, what the hell is going on? Like what the fuck are they saying?
Some people, were psyched on it, and some people were like, "Shut the fuck up, dude."
Yeah, and I feel like the majority
I
was
think
like,
they helped me a little
Shut the
bit. I
fuck
wasn't
up.
annoyed, but you guys had to stand behind them for 10 minutes.
Dude.
oh, we were there for probably a lot longer.
Well, we
Oh,
didn't
I mean,
wanna miss you
you
guys.
did a good job. You did it in under an hour, like an hour flat, pretty much.
It was an hour and 5 minutes. That's
See-
what the
see-
official time that came up said.
Okay, so when you text us, you said it was starting at 11.
Mhm.
You guys were in there, and they started their whole commentary at 11. You guys didn't get going till probably 11:10.
Yeah.
a little after 11:10.
Yeah.
And you finished, and it was just past 12.
Maybe they started the race clock like right at 11 then or something.
Yeah, they must have.
I feel like you were like literally on point.
Yeah.
With an hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you finished, and it was like 12:08.
We were looking at the time, and we were
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, he like literally finished in 1 hour."
Yeah, it was almost like perfectly an hour from like when I clocked you starting. Like I have in the video of when you first started running. I'll look back and check at the time, and I'll look at the last obstacle you did. So 11:05 you guys started running.
Okay.
And,
I
you
finished-
finished.
Like 11:05 or 12:05.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
actually he's right.
So that makes
it
sense.
was a little after because I
Maybe
have
they-
you going under the underwater wall.
Oh yeah.
That was 12:08.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a
Okay.
little.
That
I
was
guess
my
it was a
favorite
little after.
obstacle. That was I like.
Really? Because you did it in like a second.
He
Yeah.
looked super stoked on it though.
Yeah, because I
Did you?
saw, because I was like, oh, everyone's pussyfooting around, like going super slow,
You
like
badassed
trying
it.
to find a foothold in the mud, and I jumped in the water and then dove head first.
Yeah,
under the,
you
under
literally
the
did not
thing.
miss a beat when
Yeah.
you
I
as soon as
was
you were in, you
videoing
were
him.
under.
I was
Yeah.
videotaping him, and then all of a sudden you're up the fucking hill, and I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
a little gap in the crowd and I dove in and I got out of there quick.
You crushed
Yeah.
that one
Yeah.
faster than I thought you
I
were
was
going
like, oh,
to.
finally something I can win.
Yeah.
Well, we were me and Forrest were like, is he gonna go in the water?
Yeah.
Is he gonna do it?
Because
Like that would be the obstacle
when
I
we
would fail.
when we first like went there and checked it out, there were a lot of people just in the water, just
Mhm.
standing there looking at it, trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were
way.
people sitting there just shivering.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
They
So
obviously weren't running.
we were
Yeah.
we were
whole
kind of like
time.
questioning like what was going on.
That refreshed me so much too. I came out of the water and then I waited for my two buddies and then we had to run up a super steep hill right at the end. It was like the last little hill on the course,
Mhm.
so they made it super steep. And like that water gave me such a breath of fresh air. Like
Like a
I
rush.
took off up that hill. I sprinted up the hill.
No
and
shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I felt great like even crossing the finish line after that.
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
yeah, you went pretty quick up there because I remember looking over, and there were people. There's a little railing there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching people. They were holding onto the railing, literally just pulling themselves up the hill
That's
Oh
right.
my gosh.
with the railing.
That's right.
I was not watching them.
It was the
Yeah.
Filipinos.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
There we go.
Oh my god.
Said like it was.
yeah,
No, but it was. There was a lot of Filipinos.
I was muted. I didn't hear that.
yeah.
Did you going
Jesus.
into it? Did you?
It make me feel bad again.
How did you feel before you went into it? Did it anything surprise you, or did you kind of think it was gonna be the way it turned out?
I was surprised how long. Like I was looking up like 5K times, and like it says like average is like 25-30 minutes, and
No fucking
but
way,
that's
dude.
that's
But
with-
that's not
with-
for that's,
without obstacles.
That's without obstacles.
Oh,
so I didn't
okay,
realize how much
okay.
time they were gonna add.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right at the beginning, you had to vault over a wall just to get to the starting line.
Right.
That threw me off. I mean,
Yeah.
it was fine, but I was like, whoa. They put all of the obstacles like at the back half of the course. Like the first half of the
Yeah.
race, there were 3 obstacles, and 2 of them. Well, actually, yeah, I think 2 of them, maybe 3 of them were walls you had to vault over.
Probably wanted to wind you out first, and then give you
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the real.
I mean, I feel like that's a good way to start it though, to make
Mhm.
sure that you're like physically able to get over that wall
Yeah.
to do the rest of the courses.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
The rest of the
Yeah.
obstacles.
Yeah, that
Um,
like I thought I was gonna have a harder time on the running, but like I think I built it way up in my head. So like my feet hurt like a bitch, but I was fine finishing off the running.
Were you wearing
and there were
shoes?
plenty
Yes.
of like breaks of the obstacles too while you're waiting for someone to. Did anyone like skip around the obstacles? Like could you skip around the obstacles? and
If
just-
you wanted to skip an obstacle, you had to do 30 burpees.
Oh
Okay.
Yeah.
fuck, that's
So-
a lot.
Yeah, or if you failed the
I
obstacle.
know.
It's a lot of burpees, dude.
I know.
yeah,
I would
Yeah.
rather just jump over that 6-foot wall.
Dude, there was a
honestly.
Yeah.
fuck load of obstacles.
wow.
yeah, and I mean there were people of all age ranges
Yeah.
doing it. Like there were some like
Older
retired
folks.
elder people
Yeah.
that were doing it.
And
Well,
out
yeah.
of shape people.
Were they
Yeah,
killing it?
yeah, there was a lot of out of shape people too.
I'm gonna
the
guess people skip some burpees, but
did the out of
Yeah.
shape people? Did they go through the tunnels and did they come out the other side?
I don't know. I was
They got stuck in the tunnels.
I was-
That's what he's getting at.
Steven was pushing them out of the way.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
he was the one.
kicking
He was pushing them down to the ground.
Guys, let's kick him through.
Yeah.
yeah, knocking them down the hill.
So wait a minute. So take us through the beginning of the race. So you're sitting at the beginning of the race. Everyone's getting fired up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
bang goes off. You go. We saw in the beginning of the race everybody piled up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of funny because everyone was all fired up. Let's go do this. Let's
Yeah.
do this. And then they're running and they're going up this hill. And then all of a sudden you fucking stop.
Yeah, so we saw that happening for the group before, so we kind of tried to get up kind of near the front, but we didn't want to be right in front because we knew people were going to be shoving by us,
Got it.
basically. So we just
Yeah.
wanted to beat that, like, I don't know, like the peloton,
Yeah.
if we're talking in bike racing terms here.
Mhm.
Sure.
Because, like, once the track narrowed, you had, like, 90, 100 people trying to get down a single
Right.
bike trail.
Right.
So trying to get ahead of that group. And then, but there were still people, like,
Where people are pushing and
people,
shoving each other?
yeah, people were like trying to like
Really?
when you're running, people are like angrily
No
trying
way.
to pass you. Like they took it personally that you were ahead of them.
Wow.
on
I'm
a
sure.
one-man
I'm sure,
trail.
especially at the start too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
People were
People
trying to
were.
get
Those
good
are
to
always-
start.
s-
That's when
I
everyone's
didn't
kind
see
of
the
fired up and have
aggressiveness
a lot of
at-
energy.
at the beginning. I
It
didn't
was
see the
so that was
aggressiveness.
like after we got past where it narrowed, like
Mhm.
that's where it was just a lot of running.
Okay.
So
You weren't in the mix. You weren't part of the
we
violence.
kind of saw what was going on though.
yeah,
Probably
yeah,
the
that-
lady next to him was probably talking shit to him like, "Oh, you're gonna fall. I know you're gonna fall."
We kind of, I feel like we did kind of miss where it narrowed down though.
yeah.
Like you guys came off the gate and you guys went down to that first little wall, the first wall jump that you guys did.
yeah.
Um,
God.
and then it kind of, you guys kind of disappeared off the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys went down to like a single file there, but it was hard for us to see where
Yeah.
Justin and I were standing.
So after
And-
you go over that first hill, it was a mile back there.
Yeah.
And there was only one obstacle. It was basically all like single track.
It was a
mountain
mile.
biking trail.
It was 1 mile.
Yeah.
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 Fuck.
Yeah.
So we were, by the time you guys saw me the second time, I had already run a mile. And so
Holy
it was, and it
shit.
was all single track mountain bike. Like, so people
Yeah.
were like really jammed up.
bottlenecked.
Yeah. Trying to
Wow.
get by you. And so I was just like keeping my
Bleeding
pace
naked.
with the people in front of me. But wait, what'd you say?
bleeding naked. Remember that video we saw?
No.
It'll leave you bleeding naked.
Bleeding. Okay.
I'll show you that video later. Bleeding naked.
Don't edit that part out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave that in.
Yeah, no, and that's where like it was so much like uphill and downhill too, and
Yeah.
a bunch of like rocks. Like it was like a technical mountain bike trail. So like my ankles were killing me when I got around that. That's like.
Or we
once-
saw you the first time when you jumped over that 6-foot wall.
Mhm.
Was that the first? That was the second time you jumped over that wall.
That was the second obstacle. So
Obstacle,
I
yeah.
had jumped over. One that was basically a balance beam, but
Okay.
it was like rotated, so it was like I don't know, like diamond shaped, like long balance
Okay.
beam. So there was nothing to get your feet on, but it was the
Got it.
same height, and you
Mhm.
kind of had to like jump, grab onto it, and flip your feet over.
Fuck, what
I think I seen that in one of the videos they had for 2020, I think, 2021,
Mhm.
and it looked super difficult. Like
Yeah.
getting back over, like once you get over that log,
Yeah.
like on the climb,
Mm-hmm.
you have to establish that grip. I guess.
Okay, so you get over that,
Uh,
and you go downhill, and you go down a bigger hill,
mhm.
and then you come around.
Oh yeah, that was the part we kind of missed.
Right.
Was when you went
Couldn't
down
keep up
in
with
that,
them.
that little valley with all those little rocks.
Yeah,
You went down a pretty steep hill.
yeah, that was like I was surprised how steep that was because there were people who were not in as good a shape or like I'm a pretty coordinated guy
Yeah.
with like rock hopping and stuff like that, but like I was sliding and trying not to fall pretty hard and like
Yeah.
It was steep.
yeah. So I think there were people like slowly sliding down on their butt and
I
like,
was gonna say when we did eventually get over there,
Yeah.
I kind of remember people getting down on almost all fours,
Mhm.
you know, going with their, what
Yeah.
do you call it, crab walking?
yeah, they were
Where
crab walking,
you got your
scooting
feet
their
in
butt.
front of you and then your hands behind you and your
Oh
stomach's up
yeah.
and you're kind of going down. I almost thought they were sliding down that completely from the way it looked from the top.
That's
Yeah,
just lazy
I remember
right
that.
there. That's just lazy.
Laziness.
Oh, yeah, sliding down that thing.
Seen a lot of
Yeah.
slothfulness lately.
A lot of laziness going on there.
Yeah, it comes coming from the jiu-jitsu guy over
Yeah.
here.
What would a true Spartan do on a downhill muddy slope?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, and then it was the sandbag. So the sandbag was, I don't know, that was pretty heavy.
You guys did the barbed wire though before that, right?
I think the barbed wire was after.
I think it was after that.
Was it
was-
real
I was
barbed
After
wire?
the
It
sandbag.
was real barbed
was
wire.
real barbed
Yeah,
wire.
some girl's camelback got caught on it and ripped.
Their camel toe? Oh, camelback.
Yeah, camelback. Yeah,
Awesome.
no, the other part of the camel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, and actually, so
This guy's gotta get laid.
it was
Fucking
it's a dirt bike track, right? We're
Right,
at the
right.
Fox
It's
Raceway.
It's the Fox track.
So you're going up a big motorcycle jump,
Right.
And it's like it's not like
It's like a
grippy
tabletop.
dirt. Like you're. I
Yeah.
was like trying to army crawl under this barbed wire and like sliding downhill,
Oh, jeez.
and then you get to the top and then it's flat and then downhill. So people were like sausage rolling
Mm-hmm.
like through the barbed wire, which worked great for like 3 rolls, and then I started to get dizzy, so I just started crawling the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Army in it.
I don't want to
Yeah.
get to the end of this barbed wire and throw up.
That was
Yeah,
pretty.
right.
That looked like pretty rough, like dirt too. Because I remember we
Mhm.
were standing on top of
Yeah.
that big jump.
Yeah.
Justin and I standing on top of that big jump.
Yeah.
And
Big
yeah,
fat dump.
there there was a lot of like rocks and stuff in there too. It was all hard. Like it looked like it kind of rained. Like,
Yeah.
recently. It was all like
Ruts and
hard and
stuff.
like compact,
Yeah,
and like
Yeah.
you kind of tear yourself up I mean, you did it shirtless.
I know.
And you're like, yeah, that must have
How
like
were
torn
those
up
nipples?
your
The
torso.
nipples were fine. My elbows from army crawling, I had some scrapes on both elbows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if you were to drag yourself on that, I feel like you would get pretty beat up and cut.
Yeah, if they like drug me behind a horse or something.
Yeah.
Would you do it shirtless again?
Yeah.
You would.
I'm glad I was shirtless because like the people I was with, one of them went shirtless and the other one wore a shirt, and like by minute 15 he took his shirt off because it was like
Way
You're
more
getting caught on
aerodynamic.
shit.
yeah exactly.
I was also like perfect weather for that too. I feel like.
yeah
It was,
yeah
dude.
it was like
it was
65 degrees and
and it was
cloudy.
overcast. Yeah.
No rain.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So it wasn't cold like while you were standing there.
Mm-hmm.
But as you ran, you also weren't getting too hot.
Yeah. I mean, I was sweating for sure, but like it was a comfortable temperature because there was a little bit windy and it was chilly.
What was the hardest obstacle you think?
There's a spider on you.
This entire time, I've seen that in your hair for a while.
God damn it!
I thought that
What
was
the
a piece.
fuck?
I thought that was a piece of dandruff.
Yeah.
It was making a
Dandruff?
little nest in
Yeah,
your hair.
it looked like a
Fuck.
piece of dandruff in your hair.
So much.
But I guess it was a
dude.
spider.
Yeah.
Thought it was a gray hair there, but it was just a spider web.
You're tripping. Bro.
Justin could have been a superhero if we left that spider there.
Yeah.
Crawled up his
Like
nose.
Spider-Man.
Did you? So tell me about the.
No, wait. My question
Oh,
was
yeah,
what was the what do you think the most challenging obstacle?
The barbed wire was like that one wiped me out the most. The one that I almost failed was the rope climb. Like the rope climb, you climb like a 30-foot rope.
Fuck.
And I didn't know how to do the feet thing, so I was kind of just like pinching the rope with my feet and pushing myself up. Like
Yeah.
That feet pinch is critical, I think, for those.
yeah. I think you can like if you're really good at that, then it's definitely a huge boost. But like anytime I've done like rope climbing in the past, I've kind of just relied on upper body.
So there's I mean, looking at the course from the distance we were standing at,
Yeah.
it looks like there was a couple like almost rope climb things, but I think one you had to pull a rope and hoist up
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah, it was a heavy sandbag. You had to lift the sandbag up all the way to the top of the rack and then let it back down. And you weren't allowed to drop it either.
I couldn't figure that. What that
Oh, that was like a pulley.
Yeah.
With the sandbag
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
side.
it was a sandbag pull, and so it was like this. The rope went up like over this big like
roller.
scaffolding.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and then it was attached to a sandbag, and you had to hoist it all the way up.
Are there bells? Like it hits a bell or something? I think it's just-
Anything that like you had like all of the climbing stuff, you had to hit a bell. So the rope climb, there was a bell at the top, so you had to like I'm like barely getting myself up, and I had to like take my hand off and slap it real quick,
30
and then
feet
down
up.
climb.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
and the rope is muddy and wet too, right? From other people climbing it.
a little bit, but I think honestly, like with the rope, it helped with it being wet because it like,
Moistened it.
yeah.
And there wasn't a lot of like safety nets or anything like when you were doing these big 30-foot climbs.
that.
No, there was
There was
no.
no
How did
like
not
mats
everybody
or
die from that?
Yeah, if you were not coordinated, you would get
Well,
fucked up.
it seemed like there was a lot of people that weren't coordinated there. I hate to
Yeah,
say it.
I think they did a lot of burpees.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, like I mean,
Okay, that explains everything.
like the rope climb, I think I was in the 23rd percentile, like time wise. So if we just like carry that over to the obstacles,
Yeah.
like I barely made the rope climb. So I think most people did not make that rope
Right.
climb. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think almost everyone had to do burpee. My buddy that joined me, he had to do the rope climb.
What were
Or
the guys
he
that-
had to do burpees on the rope climb too.
What were their names? Or you don't have to say their names.
I don't want to
but-
bring them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were telling me about the way the medals worked, and I found that pretty interesting. So you had the main medal for that one, but then you also had a section of a medal. What was
Yeah.
that? What was that?
Yeah, so they give you a third of a medal. It's like this bigger medal, and to get the other 2/3, you have to complete the 10K and I believe the 21K in the same year. And
Do
it's
they
called-
both have obstacles?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they all have obstacles. So the 10K, I don't know how many obstacles, but the 10K is the same idea. It's just twice as long, and then the 21K is like almost a half marathon with obstacles.
And they change the obstacles every race.
Yeah, you get a random assortment of obstacles, so you don't know until like a week before what kind of obstacles you're gonna.
They
get.
just throw a
'cause I
bunch of
remember,
children
I remember you
across.
saying like, we found out about this like the day before you were doing it. And you said you had no idea like
Yeah.
what obstacles they were gonna put up in front of you.
Yeah, I think I didn't really prepare very much. Like they sent out a race packet that I kind of skimmed through, but like I didn't know what most of the obstacles were like by name, so I didn't look into what they were.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kind of went in like thinking I'd figure it out as I went, and it was fine.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Hey, you look like you did a good job.
Yeah.
And you didn't really prepare at all before this.
I mean, I was at the gym. I did like a week of cardio before I went into the race.
Oh, week.
Yeah, I was on.
Yeah.
I hit the elliptical pretty hard for 30 minutes every day leading up to the race, except the last day. I didn't do it. The race was on a Saturday, and I didn't work out on Friday.
I mean, technically, you were preparing your whole life for that race up until that point.
That's true. Yeah, my life has been a journey to that one Spartan race.
Yeah.
So, do you think? For people that want to do this race, what do you recommend? Do you think that they should prepare for this? Do you think that they should just go into it just for the fun, just to see if they can do it, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think it depends on the type of person you are. Like a lot of people that do them now, like the guy who started off the race said that when he did his first Spartan race, he was like 130 pounds overweight and didn't finish it. And so that motivated him to like get in incredible shape and do it.
Okay.
So like that was his reason for like getting obsessed with them, is because he wanted to get in great shape and all that. But if you're already in good shape and want to do it, I mean, like be able to run three or 4 miles.
Is it mostly running?
It's mostly running. Yeah, be able to run 3 or 4 miles, and then be able to pick up 100 pounds. Just in your arms, if you can hold 100 pounds, you can do
100 pounds. That's a good amount of weight.
it. Yeah,
It's like 250s.
it's 250.
That is exactly
Yeah.
250s actually.
Yeah. And then
100
I would
pounds?
say you probably want to be able to like, I would say the lats were the most important muscle in that whole race. Like everything involved, like you're climbing up, or you're pulling something, or you're climbing across, or you're using a lot of arms and your lats. So
Got
like
it.
if you can do 20 pull-ups,
Each time.
it's an easy race. If you can do 10, it's like I could probably do 10 pull-ups right now, and it was fine. Say it. What are you laughing at over
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
So-
seriously.
so- About something
Yeah,
over here.
obviously, you have something you want to
So
say.
you're telling us if you have arms, you're pretty well at an advantage
So,
at this race.
so if you're,
that does help.
so if you
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
arms and you
Yeah.
just have legs, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah, but people without arms can't pay they don't pay the admission fee, so we don't really care about them.
Okay.
By the way, dude.
Wow.
Let
Speaking
me tell you this: we paid $25 just to get in.
That's
That's
right. You
yeah,
told us about
dude,
that.
you told me that.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
Anybody
that was
listening to
fucked
this
up.
to that fucking race? That's bullshit.
Yeah,
Dude, we
it's
could have-
sneaking.
We literally could have walked.
The funny
in.
thing
We're not
is,
sponsored. So
we
sneaking.
we went up to the desk. First of all, there was this giant line that we were standing in,
Dude, giant.
and it turns out that was for the kids'
Right.
Spartan race.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People signing up to do the kids' Spartan race.
Gross.
And I don't know, like a little way through. We didn't get too far in that line.
Yeah.
We were sitting there. I kind of looked over and I saw a whole different tent set up.
Yeah.
It was right next to it. So I looked forward, and the line we were going to said kids Spartan race sign up. And I looked on the line, and there was a bunch of kids.
Naturally.
Dude,
Yeah.
check this out.
So I looked to the tent next to that one, and it said it's a guest or something like that.
not one
or
person in line.
Visitors. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not one person in line.
Like there must have been 100 people in line where we were waiting for the kids,
Uh-huh.
and there wasn't one person in line where we were supposed to go.
Right. But there were people waiting there,
Oh,
thinking
like
that was the way to
They
get
were
in.
thinking that was the guest line.
That was the
okay.
line to go in.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. That's,
So
that's
we looked
brutal.
over and we walked up, and there's no one else in line.
Yeah.
So we walk right up to the front of the desk, and we went there and we paid the lady, and she told us we had to fill in a waiver. We had to fill a
damn it.
waiver to
Do you want to pause with this car alarm going?
yeah,
off?
someone's car alarm's going off here.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Yeah, you can. Pause.
It's not really getting picked up,
Oh,
so
okay.
I think we're good. But yeah, we had to fill out a waiver when we got there, just to be just
that
to
was
watch.
really weird though, because it was like one that it was for the people that were doing the race.
Yeah, no, it literally specified it at the top. It said for people that were doing the race, but where we had gone and filled out the waiver, there were signs for, okay, if you're a spectator, this is where your waiver forms are,
Right.
and if you're participating in the race, this is where your waivers are. So we went to the spectator side, obviously, and
It was all the same.
it was
yeah,
the
it
same
was all the
waiver?
same. It was
Huh.
specified, like in the waiver itself. It specified that we were going to participate. So we went there and we filled it out. And when we walked back up to the desk, all it was just a place where you drop the waiver in and you walk in. And no one checks whether or not you have because I didn't have my wristband on at the time.
Mm-hmm.
No one looks to see if your wristband is on.
Nothing.
Or if you paid to be there. No one questions you or anything.
Nothing.
So, yeah, once we got in, we kind of were like, we could have totally just filled out this waiver, dropped it off, because the waiver.
And then gone into the race.
Yeah, because the
we
waiver.
could have entered the race.
Yeah, the waiver desk is away from where you.
It is.
You know, pay to enter.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're not watching. So we literally could have just walked right up to that desk, filled out the waiver, dropped it off, and walked in without paying.
That's funny.
You know, we should have done the fucking race the way we were looking.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, looking at some of the other people that were there.
I know.
Yeah.
Remember that old Chinese lady that was on the track, just walking the track?
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, I think she was a spectator.
Why does everybody laugh when you do it?
I think I think she was a
David does a funny accent. You just say fucking Filipinos.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's supposed to be funny. But yeah, I mean,
that lady that we did see walking on the track, I think
was
she was a
silly.
spectator.
yeah,
That just kind
she
of got
just didn't
lost.
give a fuck.
She kind of got lost, and she was trying to get to another obstacle, and was walking to the next obstacle just in the middle of the race. Like people are running by because she had a camera bag on. She had
She was a tourist.
it looked like clogs or something that
Dude,
she had on.
she was wearing clogs.
Wow.
But
And she was dry,
Wow.
you know, like she was dry,
got in
clean,
everybody's
not
way.
wet, not sweating. Yeah,
Oh, no.
and she was just
Yeah.
walking down the middle of the trail with a
track.
camera.
Oh my! Wait. So she was a spectator, or she was?
I'm pretty sure she was a spectator.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Trying to
so
get to the
right
next
where we were
obstacle.
standing,
Yeah.
where the
Yeah.
the Asian people were, you know.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
at least she had a camera, not an iPad. You know, you see a lot of the
Yeah,
Asian community.
she had
taking
two-
photos with
she
iPads.
Okay,
had-
why is it when he says it
Where
that it's not weird?
He's-
but when
he's-
I
that
say
is-
it, it
okay,
gets
so
really
here-
awkward.
here's the difference. He's laughing as he says it. You're not. So you're hearing people
Okay,
laugh.
now I get it.
You're
Now I
hearing
get
people
it.
laugh when really it's just David laughing.
It's funny because I'm
And
racist.
Steve and I.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I told you that story.
Now I get it.
Yeah,
Shit.
Hey, this
Steve
is
and
a
I
no-
over here like shying away, like, oh,
Yeah.
This is a
you
no
know,
bars whole.
we
I
didn't
don't-
say
I don't want
that.
this on the
But
internet.
you actually hear a
No
yeah,
bars
but you
bar.
hear David laughing.
yeah.
Well,
Um,
keep
but,
it to a
hey,
minimum.
Just when they get that look in their eye, just hit the mute button.
Yeah, I
real
should. I should literally be sitting here ready.
Jesus
But I mean,
Christ.
apparently, I only mute Justin. So,
Damn it.
so I got to be a little more careful.
But I will tell you this: I'm all for supporting these kind of races and all sorts of stuff. I'm all for supporting these races and everything, but
Like
25
Spartan race or
yeah, Spartan or whatever race it may be. You know, it's great that people are getting out and all this stuff. But
Chinese, Filipino.
Jesus Christ!
yeah,
Supporting all the races.
you are.
Okay,
There's a lot of races out there.
I'm just kidding. No,
let's
no, no.
fucking get past this, all
Tell me-
right?
All right. We're moving on.
But I'm just saying.
I'm gonna have a lot of work after
yeah,
this one.
Jesus. Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be a lot of editing, but but $25, man. Come on. I mean, is that a lot? Or am I
No,
being
that's
cheap
insane.
here?
That's
Yeah.
insane.
I mean,
Especially
I feel like
the,
I feel like
beer in
renting that
there.
place out and all the equipment is kind of expensive.
Well, but they,
So I
they paid
and-
$100 and something dollars.
Yes.
Right, but
I got charged
they don't know how
$90.
many
You paid
spectators
$100?
there's going
I
to be
paid
or stuff.
90.
But other
I mean,
people
it is
paid
kind of steep,
$100.
but I
Logan
do
paid
see where that extra
140.
cost comes in.
Yeah.
Logan paid $140 for that.
Yeah,
That's right. You
edit
didn't.
out that name.
Logan.
My friend paid
shit.
$140 because he
Oh shit.
signed up like a week before.
Remind me why we can't use names in this, or
Oh,
I
because
just-
they can't. They're not giving us their consent.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it doesn't
just don't
matter.
want to
There's
bring
multiple people named Logan
Yeah.
out there.
That's true, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyways, so yeah, that was.
anyway, Hoagland.
yeah.
What'd you get to
Hogan
eat,
Lane.
dude? Is that Chinese food
nice
too?
couch. Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
hello.
your Chinese food. Yeah, no, perfect to be eating right now.
I'm glad you're laughing.
But
This is a perfect thing to eat, like noodles, like on an evening, just noodles. Like,
well, I saw Justin. He ordered
yeah.
Chinese
Noodles
food.
and their
I
go
ordered
ask-
authentic Chinese food, Panda Express, whatever.
that's just
Yeah, it
it's
looked
whatever.
good.
It's
It
whatever.
looked good, so I was
Authentic.
like, okay,
That looks actually really
I
good.
want to get some.
That looks delicious.
God. Well, you're fucking laughing now too, you dickhead.
Okay, if you guys could see this,
Doesn't mean I'm comfortable.
yeah. Well, we're just making someone's day driving in their car. You know, that's how we do this.
Yeah.
I think I see a chicken foot in there too.
Anyways,
Yeah,
so
there's all sorts of stuff. But
awesome
I've
that
been
you
big
did
on-
the
oh.
Spartan race. Sorry,
Go ahead.
awesome that you did the Spartan race. Really happy have you talking about it.
Thank you.
It was actually really fun to watch. I'm really glad that we went out and saw it. It inspired us to want to do the same thing.
Yeah,
So
it was super fun. I hope you guys can come do the next one. I want to do another one. So
yeah, hopefully all 4 of us do the next one, and
and
you wear your red spandex.
I will. Yeah, I'm not ready for the 10K yet, but I'll definitely do another 5K. I think I gotta actually train this time and
shit.
Yeah.
Or you could just wing it and see how far you get.
Dude,
Let's do the 50K. Fuck it.
The race was on Saturday night or on Saturday morning, and I went out drinking on Thursday night and went to open bar.
Were you hungover a little bit on Friday?
On Friday, I was a little hungover. Yeah. And then my friends on Friday night wanted to go to a cigar lounge and smoke cigars, and I'm like, dude, I'm racing tomorrow. I'm not smoking a cigar.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. So
you did a good job, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we were happy to be there.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you guys came.
Yeah.
It was cool to see you guys.
I wasn't there.
Yeah. But you were working hard.
You were working hard.
What was I doing?
You were
worked
sleeping
and then you had
in
to sleep.
you worked at Moonshine.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
I would have been there,
David Grant had to work at Moonshine.
just so we all know.
Fire him.
Yeah.
Go up to the bouncer and tell them that David Grant said you could get in for free.
You know, actually, the other night.
Yeah. Everybody
See-
that's listening
see
to
how
this
well
gets in
that'll
the
work
free
out.
to Moonshine. So just say the word or the name David Grant and you get in for free.
You know, so last night we're cleaning up.
Tell him you're on the guest list.
Yeah.
So last night we were all cleaning up, and I get pulled to the side by one of the other guys, and he's like, "Oh, you're not in trouble. I just want to talk to you real quick. Come over here."
That means you're in trouble.
Yeah, and I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I went over there and like, "Hey, so did you let anybody in tonight?" And I was like, "No."
This is last night?
This was last night.
Okay.
Oh,
And
last night?
Yeah, last night. I was like, "No." It's like, "Oh, okay." So we had a girl come in, and she said she name dropped you specifically. Said
No way.
You let her in with her military ID, and I'm like, "Well, that's impossible because I was inside all night. I wasn't even at the door. I don't check IDs,
And you don't even have a military ID. That's a shame.
and we don't let anyone. Yeah, we don't let girls in. You know,
You don't let girls in. They're not allowed at Moonshine, so don't go there.
Not after 10.
Yeah.
But dude, I just, it was at the end of the night. I was all kind of tired, ready to go home, and he just hits me with that, like, "Oh yeah, you're not in trouble, but yeah, you did this," and I told him, I was like, "Dude, this is bullshit, man. I mean, I don't check IDs. That's not what I do." So the fact that some girl said I checked her ID and let her in, and name dropped me somehow, I mean,
What are the odds?
I was just like completely blown away, and I
Who
was
could
like,
that even have been?
I was just like, this is a fucking
She's all
bad call.
David Grant.
Yeah,
That's who let me in.
She just said, yeah, she said David, and then the guy who was telling me walked up to some other guard and was like, "Are you David? You're David. Don't lie to me." And he's like, "No, I'm not David."
No way.
And he went to some other guy, yeah. But
What
I
was
was like,
this girl doing that like it even mattered that she was in there?
I know.
I'm wondering more if one of the other security guards said his name was David, or if
Right.
the chick
That's
ran
what I
into
was-
you
That's what I was thinking.
in Moonshine, and I don't know if you probably don't wear any kind of name tag, but I don't know if she overheard your name and said that you were the one that let her in.
Yeah, I went
But
through.
his full name, David
Well,
Grant?
I don't think he
I don't think
said
they used my
his
full
full
name.
name.
No.
Oh.
They just said
Just
David.
David.
He said she name dropped David, and I was like,
Oh.
and in my head I was like, well, the guard could have been like, "Yeah, my name's David,"
Hmm?
or she
Yeah.
could have. But I was just like, and I went up to one of the other managers like, "Hey, I just got told this. I just want you to know that that's a bad fucking call, dude. Like, I wasn't even there, and you guys are telling me I did this." And the way he said it was like, "Well, luckily she was 21." I'm like, "Well, even if she wasn't 21, I
Yeah.
didn't fucking."
You were inside all night.
I was
and
inside all
They
night.
should trust you over.
Absolutely.
random
Well, I've
people
been there.
coming
I've been
in.
working there, a little while now.
Yeah.
And,
So-
they have good.
Why don't they let people in with a military ID?
So the way the contract is with
Mhm.
their alcohol license is no military IDs allowed. They can
Really?
use their driver's license, but yeah, for some reason they just that the military ID it doesn't cover their I guess what would you call it, liability for the alcohol license. I'm not really too sure about that yet, but yeah, and I was just blown away, and then.
Huh.
So yeah, talking about
That's like the ultimate military, or like the ultimate government ID.
Yeah.
It's like a military ID.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
think
mean,
it's
no
the
one's
whole
gonna go and
fucking
get a
drinking and-
fake military ID.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, so
Nobody thinks
did
of
you
that.
say they sent you home early?
no,
okay.
we've
I
done.
thought I heard that.
Yeah, they told me like it's not it's not a big issue. I just wanted to tell you that. I'm like, well, it kind of is now because now you're.
Did you say fuck off?
I wanted to. I thought it in my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's super annoying.
that is annoying.
Did
No,
they
just-
ever take your side, or did they like? The whole
I
time
talked to
they-
the manager. He's like, who said that? Like he I guess hadn't heard about that, but yeah, man, just fucking snakes in the grass, man. You never know. You know, everyone's out to get somebody.
Well, that's a
wild.
really trippy situation, though.
Mhm.
I mean, how many times is that going to happen?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, sure once, but you know, tried to nip it in the butt when it does. You know.
I'm trying to think if we even know any girls that are in the military that would know you or that know you bounce at moonshine.
No.
I don't think there's any. She probably didn't name drop you. She probably pointed and said, "That guy let me in."
Maybe, but
I don't know.
You
girls.
just got fucked on that
There,
one.
there's
huh?
there's a few stories of girls who were just fucking. There was one girl, she called me over to talk to her. This guy who had been talking to her, and I go over and I'm like, hey, like, is this the guy? She's like, yeah, that's the guy who was talking to me. Like, he was saying some fucked up shit. And her friend goes over to me and says, hey, no, she's lying. He didn't say anything. He's just chilling there.
Oh my
And I
God.
look at her. I'm like, are you serious? And she looks at me and she's like, super, like, just like she rolls her eyes and she's just super. And I'm just like, hey, don't do that. I'll kick you out. You know, I'm not stoked on that. Like,
Yeah.
Why did they kick her out?
no,
They
I
didn't
no,
kick
I
her
just,
out.
no. I mean, well, it was just me talking to her, and I was like, don't do that again. And I just walked away.
I
You
mean,
know.
isn't that grounds for dismissal?
If I had done something to him, yes.
No. The girl that lied and said that she knew you and what
It
this, that, and the
probably
other, isn't that
probably
grounds for
could have been.
dismissal?
You know, she could have done that maybe, but you know, they haven't told me. They haven't told me about that situation. So
Huh.
at that point, it just felt right to just be like,
Oof.
you know,
I would have been pissed.
yeah. And the guy was just chilling there. He was just some black dude just chilling there, drinking a drink. And luckily, I mean, her friend had the decency to say that.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
wow.
you know, like she's lying right now. Like he didn't do anything.
Oh, her friend said that.
Yeah, her friend told me that.
Oh shit.
She's like, I'm so sorry she brought you over here. Like she totally like he
That's
didn't do anything.
like guaranteed grounds for dismissal.
yeah. Well, I was just like, whatever,
Damn.
dude. And I went back because I was at a permanent spot.
You're
that
maybe
night.
in shock.
Yeah, I
all
was just
that
like,
happened.
I was like, hey, don't do that. I looked at her. I was like, hey, don't ever do that. You know. And then I was just kind of watching her. And then obviously that night, if she had said
What'd
something
she
else,
say? What was her facial expression when
well,
you said don't?
when
do
I looked
that?
at her, she was kind of like that, like rolling her eyes, like
Oh God.
like she was obviously
Fine.
flustered, but she seemed very like impatient about it, you know. And
That's unbelievable.
and then, but yeah, I mean, but once you do that, you know, I every time I've been working, I have always had the 3-strike rule. You know, if you do something once, you know, whatever, I'm gonna tell you again, especially like for minimal things, you know,
Yeah,
for
sure.
things that aren't like a big deal.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
pulling out a gun or
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Don't
Like,
do
you do that twice,
Don't do
you
that
know.
twice. more, you're
don't
gone.
pull out a
Yeah.
gun again.
But you know,
Gone,
I tell you not to, you know, I tell you not to, like, what would be a good example? Like,
I mean, that's pretty crazy, dude.
oh, it was
Like,
wild.
you know what's even crazier about this whole situation is the fact that she got caught red-handed, and then she's just like, whatever, like
Yeah.
she's fucking entitled.
So if her friend didn't come up to you,
Like she
Oh,
didn't
I
give
would
a
have talked to
shit.
him. Yeah, I mean, because on site, I mean,
would you have kicked him out?
yeah, yeah, I would have had to.
Yeah,
If it was her word against his, I would have had to take her word. That's
that's
just
interesting.
that's just it.
That is interesting.
But luckily, yeah, I mean, luckily it didn't get to that point, and you know, it didn't go further than that. But you know, it's amazing how, you know, things
That's
like that.
That's
can-
crazy, though, man.
Yeah, we got a few of those.
I mean, you kick people out for just throwing up,
Mhm.
but you can't kick them out for lying to get in.
you know,
I'm sure you probably could have. Like, if you were to kick him
If-
out,
yeah,
like, it would
if-
have been just.
if
But I
was,
think it was
yeah.
more of David being a nice guy and saying,
You
"Don't
know,
do that
I
again."
don't wanna
Like,
deal
here's
with
your
that.
warning.
Oh,
You know, I think there was a little bit of that, like not wanting to deal with that.
oh.
Yeah.
Her and her friend coming out. It wasn't to me an issue that I had to deal with at that moment.
Right. Like, if you can just get away with warning him, and,
But
and they're
also-
not going to do it again, I
Yeah.
feel like that's okay. But just the fact that, you know, for the girl even just saying that and the guy were to get kicked out,
That would have been a
if
different
it
thing,
wasn't,
I think,
you know, true, yeah, that would have been a whole different story.
Because how does he as a man, how do you defend yourself against that?
Right.
Remember
It's
what- yeah.
literally just her word against his.
Like, remember when I had that Uber issue? Remember when they told me that my account had been
Oh yeah, yeah,
post-
yeah.
or had been on hold because I got a complaint about that?
That's
and
right,
someone in a
yeah.
restaurant. And I'm like, well, what do you fucking mean? You know, like,
But it's just but to me that just says that any chick or dude can come in and say I know David, let me in, and
Absolutely.
they get in,
well,
right?
maybe not necessarily because they would like with him they asked me to come to the door. You know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they want David
If
to
you
come
went
to the
through
door
the
and let
door.
me in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
if I didn't
Got
get
it.
let in the
Yeah,
back.
I
So
mean,
she got lucky by let in by somebody who just let her
the
in.
girl that
That
which
lied.
Yeah, the girl. I mean, I have no idea. Dude. And so the guy who told me that, I'm gonna ask him like, hey, who told you about that? You know, because now I can leave because I don't know who told him.
She
about
just
that.
got lucky.
Maybe. You know, it was all Jordan. Just let me in. Like, yeah.
Now were
I
these
know
two,
David Grant.
Were,
We
were
tattooed
these two
together.
instances on the same night?
No, totally different nights.
Okay.
Totally different nights. But
Was she
Oh,
hot?
what about the?
Was
tell
she
the story
hot
of
at
the guy on the
least?
toilet.
Wait,
oh,
wait. Was the chick hot at least?
I don't know who the girl was.
Oh, you didn't.
I
Even know
have
who it
no
is.
idea.
Got it.
No idea.
Got it.
She's in the military. What do you think?
Probably not. She's probably a buff dude.
It's
Probably very. Yeah,
she's
very
masculine.
very
Okay.
butch.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Ooh, we
Not bagging on the
pissed off a
military.
lot of
But
people.
I know.
yeah,
we
I
respect
love the
that.
military. I
We're
love you
good
guys.
letters.
Yeah,
Thank you.
But
First of,
alcohol, alcohol just makes people do crazy stuff. and
Yeah.
It
no one
sure
can
as hell
deny
does.
that. No one can.
No,
you know.
tell the story of that guy on the toilet.
Yeah, man. There was one night we had a. I think this was pretty like recently, like pretty close towards my first couple nights there. Just at the end of the night, everyone's kind of gone and everyone's out of the bar, and we go into the bathroom. We do all the bathroom checks. I heard a story that there was a girl into the bathroom unconscious one time. They didn't do bathroom checks, and she'd been in there a little while.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like middle of the
like
night.
overnight?
They're like middle of the night. She's like, "Where the fuck am I?" And
Damn.
no one's in the bar anymore at this point. But
No.
anyway, so we do the bathroom check. This guy's in the stall, locked door. We look over, and sure enough, there he is, pants down.
no.
He had thrown up all around him, just passed out, just like not responsive at all.
Was he on the ground?
I love that
No,
he
he was
took
on-
his
he was-
pants down to throw up.
Yeah,
I know. That's weird.
Yeah, he had pulled his pants down. Well, he was taking a shit.
Oh,
you know.
Just his
okay,
dick.
Yeah, his dick was just hanging there, just big old fucking schlong.
Can you
Was it
describe
big?
it?
He was
a
hung.
big dick.
He had a big dick, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Lucky
it's like,
him.
God damn it.
I know.
But,
Lucky that motherfucker.
So we start getting some toilet paper, and we start wadding it up and under the faucet, getting it wet.
Yeah.
And we just start
Shut the fuck up.
throwing them at him, dude. Like,
Well,
get
they're
out.
trying to wake him up without touching him.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We're
Yeah.
trying to, and the
Okay.
door's locked, so and so once we did that a couple times, he wasn't getting up. We got a broom handle, and we just started poking at him, like, "Hey, get up, buddy, get up!"
Oh my gosh.
And
Wow.
yeah, I finally crawled over the stall, unlocked it. We got in there, and he was like, we kind of like, "Dude, what do you get up, dude? Come on, like, we don't want to have to deal with this. Like, we want to start cleaning up." And eventually he starts kind of getting up and kind of starts like he like lashed out at one of the guys, and he's all like aggressive, and we're like, "Dude, no, get your pants on, let's go." And he's like,
Get your pants on.
Yeah.
"Well, whatever, man, whatever, fine."
How are you
whatever."
in a position to be angry right now?
Yeah. Oh, he was pissed. He was pissed.
But
he
I
was,
have a big dick.
Yeah, he was like, it was like we inconvenienced
See?
his
Yeah.
night, And so yeah, he just moseys on to the to the sink and starts, but just so slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets up and he finally leaves. But that was kind of funny. But
Did you touch his dick?
yeah, oh man, I didn't.
Good for you.
Next time,
Good for
Yeah.
you. That's good.
When the opportunity comes up,
Just
you know.
taking selfies with
So,
it.
so what do you do? Do you just kick them out on the street, or
Yeah,
well,
like
everyone,
how- like how do you
the
do
bar
it?
was closed, so
Give 'em
yeah,
a
we
cab
just
fare.
we give them out, and then a lot of times they'll just walk down the street. They'll
Mhm.
either have their phone, and then
Call an
not
Uber.
too many people. Even when you're blacked out, you can still do stuff.
Yeah.
Not that you remember, but yeah, we can
Yeah.
still see people bring up their Ubers or something like that. We'll give
Yeah.
them water if they're really.
Did he have throw up all over him?
He did, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it was all over
did
his
you
shirt.
did you just pull up his pants?
Yeah, he just pulled up his pants, like throw it, like all his boxers, just
Ugh.
throw up on him,
Just
just pulled him
nasty.
up.
Probably smelled so good.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
man.
Yeah, he did not.
I feel bad for whoever had to drive him home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's just like,
I feel bad for that next day when he wakes up. He's just
Yeah.
like, fuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna be feeling that.
I mean, that's kind of his own fault. I mean, going into a cab or an Uber or something, and now the
Yeah.
guy's got to clean out his back seat or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
imagine like you're an Uber driver and you pull up to go pick up this guy and he's covered in fucking puke.
And it's your car,
Yeah,
too.
and it's your car that he's got to
car.
crawl into the back
I'll
into,
pass.
and then you still got to pick up more people after. Like you're trying to make you're trying to make money, and you got to clean out your car after,
Well,
and all these
I don't think it's worth the
all
money.
these
though.
places
no,
are
well, that-
like if I saw that and I had the option, I'd keep
Yeah.
driving.
But
Yeah,
that
dude.
$50 trip turns into a $280 trip.
Can
for
you
him.
upcharge?
I think.
As-
I think
No,
As
you,
an
if,
Uber
he,
or
if
Lyft
he
driver?
pukes in the car, you can get Uber to pay for it. But I mean, is it really that worth it?
It's not worth it.
You know?
I mean, it depends how much they're going to pay. But
I think Uber. I think they charge you $250 if you throw up in a car. I'm pretty sure.
$250. Oh, that's kind of worth it.
But
I mean,
but
for-
I heard
I
around
bring
here,
a
I've
backpack.
talked to enough Uber drivers around here where they're like, dude, people puke in my car so much that Uber doesn't even pay for it anymore.
No
Really?
way.
Yeah.
No way.
That's why they're like, yeah, I don't really pick up super drunk people anymore.
That
they're
is
like-
also your choice too to not pick up people.
Yeah.
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 If they look like they've just been like.
But
Yeah.
you also make $60 on a drive to La Jolla, so it's like
If
Do
you're really
the- do
hurting
the-
for money
do
that
the-
bad, I mean, I guess it's worth it.
Do the Uber drivers make that, or does Uber the company make that?
the Uber drivers probably make less than that. But I mean, it's a
Yeah.
15-minute drive, and I would say they probably make $30-$40 before
So
the tip on that.
from what I heard, the Uber drivers don't make too much, especially on these longer drives.
I think it turns
I mean,
into like a
'cause-
24-hour,
Because
$24 an hour.
Uber itself, the company will take their cut, and then you have to pay for gas, and your own expense with how much you paid for the car. So the Uber drivers, I feel like, aren't taking home that much. And I've heard
Maybe.
I've heard of people. I think this is frowned upon, but I've heard of Uber drivers where people will book an Uber to either like a place close or a place far, and as soon as the Uber shows up, people will offer them like say like you're going to La Jolla, it's a $60 ride. People will offer them like
Cash.
$15-20 cash to drive them there
That's pretty
if
smart.
they cancel the ride.
Yeah.
And
I've never heard
and
that,
people
but I could see that happening.
yeah, Uber drivers will
That's
I
smart.
I think it's frowned upon
Because they get
within
paid
Uber.
to drive to the pickup location.
Yeah, from Uber.
Like
but
wherever
I
you-
think they can
yeah.
make more money
But
just
then
doing it in
then
cash.
check out like this. If so you get that $20 and they fucking barf in your car, then you're fucked.
Well, yeah, I think that's why you got to be a little more careful with it. But
Yeah. No, I
you-
mean,
you're seeing these people. You can pick and choose more often
Right.
than
yeah.
whether or not you're going to do that or not.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I saw something funny this morning. Speaking of throw up.
Oh,
I
you
was-
did?
Yeah, I was driving up to Del Mar. It's a Sunday right now, so
You on a date tonight?
To visit Anna.
I had a little I had a little coffee date. Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
shit, son.
it went good. It went good.
Yeah?
But anyways, I'm driving up to Del Mar, and I see this guy pulled over on the side of the highway, hazards on, and he's standing barefoot next to his car. And I can kind of see this from far away, and I'm
He's
like, "What is he doing?"
barefoot.
And I get closer, and he's just puking all over the highway, like.
Oh my god.
Dude,
This
and
morning?
He looked, yeah, this morning at like probably 9:30. Yeah, 9:30. Dude's throwing up
That's
all
a
over.
great time to throw up.
Yeah, I would imagine he went out last
the
night.
drive
and
of
was
shame.
hungover. Yeah, he was barefoot, dude. He did not look happy.
He was
He
barefoot
was
on the
barefoot,
side of the
standing
road,
on the side of the
puking.
highway, throwing up.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
Have you ever
Probably
driven
could
a
have
car
gotten a
barefoot?
DUI.
Have I ever what?
Have you ever driven a car barefoot? It's very uncomfortable.
I
It
do- I
feels
do
weird.
often.
It
It feels weird because you can actually feel the texture of the pedal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
And
doesn't.
it kind of
feel-
throws you off.
Yeah,
It does.
your toes, like each individual toe, you can tell which one's on the pedal or not. It's,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Whenever
Yeah.
I do the drive from down here up to NorCal, or like when I was doing it from Seattle down, I would throw cruise control on and take my shoes off, and so I'd drive
Get
barefoot
comfortable
all the
and
time.
shit.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah,
falling
'cause, I mean,
asleep.
So
you're
you know
going straight on I-5 for 400
I know,
miles,
it's
going
terrible.
75 or 80 the whole
It's
way.
fucking terrible.
So
Yeah.
you know what's weird, and they teach you not to do this in driver's ed. My dad drives with both his feet. He has one foot on the brake and one foot on the gas,
It's like
Oh,
the kid
interesting.
In, the
Yeah,
kid
and
in
he-
Breaking Bad.
Interesting.
and he switches back and forth.
That's actually
Yeah.
an art.
I've done
Yeah.
that when
That's
I'm
an
bored.
art.
Yeah, I mean I've done it in the
Yeah.
past for sure.
I've done
But
it too, but
he does it
not
every time he
comfortable.
drives.
does
You know,
he?
Yeah, like he's driving manual. You got one on
Right,
the
right,
clutch,
Already learned, huh?
gas to brake or whatever.
And you
Um,
start getting lazy. That's when I do it.
Yeah, but he does it every time he drives. One on the
crazy.
brake and one on the gas.
Or like you do the like 1 foot for both. Some people do that.
I've tried the left foot for the gas.
Or no, like the left foot for the brake and the gas. or
My right
something.
foot
Yeah,
is
that's
hard.
that's what he does.
Yeah, so right foot for gas and left foot for brake.
Yeah.
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 That's how it works.
I only ever use 2 feet if I'm
No,
like on
you're
a
supposed
steep
to
hill
use one
and I don't
foot
want to
for
roll
both.
back. I'll use both.
Wait, what does
Oh, for manual. Oh
Or
no!
I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
just-
I guess,
put
I guess
both
yeah.
feet on the brake and then switch.
I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna
right
say.
foot over and.
I thought you were gonna say he drives with the steering wheel with both feet. I was like, well, that's impressive.
He's got like
a
broom
monkey.
handles.
Yeah,
Broom-
yeah.
yeah.
He's like a midget.
I know people who would drive with their knees. You know, they'll have their knees.
Oh, I
on
do
the, on
that.
the thing.
When
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
eating something, I'll drive with my right knee.
I've
You've
never been
gotten
remember-
anxious in my car when I've been doing that. You told me to
I
stop.
just do one of these
Yeah.
through the intersection. Everyone's like, "What the
Dude,
fuck?"
I remember one of my other uncles. This is when I was living in Cape Cod. One of my uncles was driving me to the airport in Boston. And it's probably like an hour 15-minute drive from where I was living. The entire way up, he'd always do this to kind of mess with people because he said it would like freak people out or whatever. He was doing it more to prove a point to me that he could drive with his knees, and I told him like, I believe you, like you don't actually have to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I 100% believe that you can drive with your knees.
Right.
The whole way up for an hour and 15 minutes throughout the whole airport, every highway, side street, whatever.
Like turning
With
and
his
everything.
Yeah,
knees?
drove with his knees the whole way. Turning,
Damn,
yeah,
dude.
making sharp turns, like just with his knees.
Wow.
Making sharp turns with his fucking knees.
Yeah.
What a man.
He's a
Two
G.
knees.
He's
That
he's
seems
a pretty tall guy, and we were in a pretty small car.
Like,
So
did
I
his
mean,
knee come all the way to the
automatically his,
windshield?
his knees are always touching the steering wheel, regardless.
How do you
Yeah.
make a sharp
that's-
turn with your knee?
Dude,
That's when
he-
I end
yeah.
up using my knees because my knees are always right next to the wheel, anyways.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you're a
drive
tall
small
guy.
Car.
I'm not a very tall guy, but
Yeah.
I mean, you're a tall guy.
And you drive a Silverado, like
Yeah, I
your knees
drive a
aren't
pretty
up
big
there. Yeah.
Well, I get the whole knee thing on the bottom, but like making a fucking turn where you got to bring your
Yeah.
knee all the way
Yeah, you
up.
gotta
Well,
use
he got
two
he got
knees for
so
that.
proficient with it where he can like
Oh, he-
switch like
oh.
no matter what. It looks like he's juggling, but with
Got
his
it,
knees.
Got it.
Yeah, he can go
That's funny.
really quick and turn.
That's funny, dude.
I think
Like,
most
short amount of
girls would
time.
like to be able to use their knees like that.
Well, they use their knees
Yeah.
in different
Suck a
ways.
dick. Huh? Oh yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh God, is
He
this
has
getting
knees of an
weird again?
angel.
Nice.
Knees of an angel. Hmm. That's a gift.
Okay.
yeah. Let me just open up this book real quick.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
See back
right.
where we're
Let's
at.
let's begin
And
your topic.
mute.
Yeah. You guys could at least give me a warning or something, you
Oh,
know.
I know. You know what? There's no warnings here.
Which one's my mute button?
One take, one kill.
You are number 4. Oh. There you go.
Can you hear yourself?
There he goes.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Mm. Ah, well, we've lost one. He'll be back. Yeah.
One down.
I mean, I
think
feel
it's
like
gonna
that's
rain.
that's a pretty good place to end
Yeah,
it there with the,
we've been at it
the
for a
driving
while.
with your knees.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
You know, we might need to bring a canopy out here next time if it starts raining because it looks like it's gonna get a little bit wet out here in
I
a
just
second.
washed
Here.
my truck today, dude. God, don't fucking say
You're
that.
about to get some rain on it. I thought we were gonna have some rain yesterday, but we did not. So
We did.
there you go. How's that? That's for luck.
Yeah. Pretty good.
I'd just like to say, don't move down here. It sucks. To anybody
Yeah.
that's thinking about moving to San Diego, it's a
Please
terrible
don't.
place to
Please
live.
It really is.
Don't move here. There's ugly girls fucking everywhere.
There's a lot of alcohol and
It's-
beach and
it's not
sand.
fun.
If you hate sand,
A lot of bars.
It's not fun.
It's gross.
Yeah.
So don't move down here.
it's so fun that it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah. No. All right. Let's
Yeah.
Goodbye,
Anyways,
we're gonna-
San
You guys have
Diego.
a good night.
yeah, we'll end it here.
All right.